and other stuff. We got Riot Platforms and Marathon Digital.
What are we doing with these? You know, let's stop fooling around. If you want Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's topping out, by the way. So I'm going to say enough is enough, and ka-ching is ka-ching, and that, ladies.
Okay, so just to end on, give me your 1 year and 5 year price target for Bitcoin.
I think in the next 12 months, something over 100,000, maybe 150,000. And, in the next 5 years, again, there's a finite supply. And now we have a potentially huge increase in demand with a spot Bitcoin approval. So I think in 5 years, something around 500,000 would be potentially.
There's also
achievable.
new regulation coming on Bitcoin, and you famously said recently that you would shut it down if you were in government. Can you give us more clarity on that?
Yeah, what I was also pointing out is that the actual use cases are sex trafficking, tax avoidance, anti-money laundering, terrorism financing. It's not people just buying and selling Bitcoin. There's no value to if you're buying and selling Bitcoin.
A lot there from Jamie Dimon and Anna.
Conversations now over many years where you've talked about Bitcoin being worth something on the order of $500,000, literally in only a couple of years from now. Do you stand by that? How does this ETF change that, speed that up, slow it down? What do you think?
Yes. So you'll find in our big ideas, so that's at arc-invest.com, the building blocks for our price forecast. And our base case is in the $600,000 range. Our bull case, and we think the probability of the bull case has increased with this SEC approval. This is a green light. Our bull case is $1.5 million by 2030. You can see the building blocks. You can see how conservative we are in terms of those building blocks. This is a big idea. It is the first global, decentralized, digital, rules-based, critical there, rules-based monetary system in history. It is a very big idea.
Okay, so we're going to do update on the running trades at the moment. Okay, so here we have the 1 hour chart, and it's a bit messy, so let me just tidy this up. We'll take off the STM signals. Okay, so looking at the daily chart now, we are basically pushing up into a new area here, and we can see this red area here. If I zoom out, I'm just going to show you what this red area represents, because it's quite important. So it's basically the peak of this area here, okay, and when I zoom in, we can see this last peak up, okay, so we've got this top here, it moves away, comes back up, the market makers exit at that point, and then it moves down. So this is the area, okay. Yeah, we do have this spot up here, but really this is the area that I'm keeping my eye on. So when we look at the present price action, you can see we've broken above that area and spiked into that upper area, okay, and moved down. Now, during this time was all the Bitcoin ETF trickery, but when we start to dissect the 4 hour chart, we can see that we've had a strong push up into this area, tried to break higher, didn't, move down, and it's having another go at that. So when we look at the 1 hour, just dissecting this, so we can see all of these areas here. Let me get rid of this. Let me just get rid of this daily area. Okay, so that's what we're working with. So when this spiked up and basically crushed down, if you can see this 1 hour area, this wasn't broken. So it got rejected, spiked down into this lower 1 hour area. We had this grind down to steal the liquidity from this wick, and then we fired off up. So when we turn the STM signals on, maybe a little bit messy, but you can see the whale signal just here, second whale signal. So the rule for the whale signal is we'll just draw this out and we'll wait for a retest into this area, and you can see this wick here, okay? So we've come up higher, touched the top of the STM level, look at that, to the T, and then completely crashes, okay? Now look at this detail, okay? So we've spiked up into the STM area, okay? Rejected it, or just closed underneath, and then we have moved down, spiked down into this area where we're looking for the entry now. If there was buy limits set there, that will be instant profit. Okay, closes back up above the 1 hour scalper level, and then the second one, bam, closes back up above the scalper level in a huge bullish engulfing candle. So since that bullish engulfing candle, we've come down to form a double bottom, and now we're working up towards this upper area of liquidity. All good. So we've got our 1 hour area here, we've got our 1 hour area here, although maybe not as strong as this 1 hour area, but this has been retested. This hasn't been tested, and we've got the STM level sitting right in there at the moment. So just looking at this one, 15-minute, really I just want to look at this this candle down here. We crush right down, but the main thing is this whale signal down here. I mean, this is just unreal. Now we do have 2 whale signals here, so if we think 1, 2, 3, so say if we took a position off each of these whale signals, not the shark, the whale, we'd be in an average position here, okay? And it only takes 11 candles before it goes into profit. 11 candles is about 3 hours before it moves into profit, okay? Now it moves heavily into profit there, breaks out this double trend line, retested the double trend line, and this period was when the ETF was launched, and you can see it fires on off up. So we have this whale entry here on this 15-minute chart, and we can take partial profits at this shark, but we don't get a whale exit signal. So maybe on some of these engulfing candles up here could be partial profits, but at the same time breaking out the top of this range would be a good place to take partial profits again. There's plenty, but I think that the reason why this stopped here was, if we look back at this candle, this is what we're trying to break out at the moment. There's a market. This is a market maker order block. You can see spiking in 1, 2, move away, moves into it, moves away. We're back in it. Okay, so this may take some time to eat into this. Don't know what's going to happen. Possible scenarios are moving out, spiking out of this box, locking in long traders, and then sweating them out by moving down. Alternatively, we could just move down from this triple top formation. I think that's doubtful. We have got Jim Cramer saying that he expected Bitcoin to move down, but it didn't. Hey ho. So for now, we're just going to, we've got some long trades running. Just hold that. But we've got some wild signals coming in. This is topping out. We've got daily Overwatch moving high, but look at the Overwatch table. We're pretty much neutral. We could see some up moves. Who knows? It's pretty neutral. We've got uptrends across the board. It's looking okay. So yeah, no need to panic. So last video we was talking on Arbitrum about this parallel channel. But even still, they're all the same. Like this continuation pattern, parallel channel down onto the line. So really, we're looking for a breakout of the parallel channel, and then we'll probably have a move up and eat up into these orders here, as you can see by the zigzagging, and then finally break out. About how it was a continuation pattern. I mean, there's so many crazy patterns here. Let me move this arrow out of the way. In this accumulation pattern, you can see we was working down onto this daily area, and you can see spiked once, it moved to the top of the channel, spiked down to the bottom of the channel. I think we was doing the video around here, can't remember, but we moved up, look at that, exactly to the top of that channel, and then we moved down to the middle of the channel, and just bear in mind this daily area spiked out below the daily area and then engulfed a lot and moved on up. So if I move this arrow back, watch this. Okay, so look at the top corner of the arrow there. This top corner of the arrow represents this peak. So what was envisioning when this arrow was playing out was, as it reaches this upper area where these 2 peaks were, I just put the arrow kind of in the middle because I didn't know which peak. And you can see this, the price has moved into this area, moved away, moved higher, moved away, moved higher, moved away, and zigzagged upwards. Okay, exactly what it did here, zigzagged upwards and then broke it up. So what we was talking about the breakout of this parallel channel, the continuation pattern, would move up to this area and then zigzag upwards, okay, which is what that represents before it's broken above this area of orders, and then fired off on up. So you can see it zigzagging down, up, down, up, down, up, okay, until it gets to this particular point, moves on up, spikes one wick down, and then fires off to new highs, man, new highs. So when we measure this move, you're looking 30%, man, in 2 days, 30%. Now if you start locking in from the video, you're looking at 35, max of about 40% strong. Okay, so with regards to FI, we have moved away up to the all-time high nearly again, and we have this nice candle here, which I'm just going to adjust this area here to just there. We've got this potential support zone, which actually doubles up as this previous high. Okay, you see where this red area is? That's been broken higher. We've come down, retested, formed almost like a accumulation pattern there, and we're firing off up. We've got this support area, STM level in there. We've got the scalper level up higher. We've just broken the STM trend to the upside, so looking good. Looking good. We could see another push up to the next profit target levels. That'll be good. Okay, so the link trade, what trade? Stunning. Look at that. Absolutely unreal. I mean, we drew these literally on the day. And so what that's going to do is going to wrap the ETH and then swap it. Okay, cool. So we've locked that in there. Okay, so we've locked that in underneath one link. Yeah, we'll pick it up on a different day. And you can see we entered from on the video at this point. Okay, it broke above the trend, and again I entered another portion. It followed this trend down all the way, this trend line, and then we finally broke off higher. We're looking at a nice tasty about 15% at the moment running. Very nice. So when we look at the link ETH chart, we can still see, look, we're link isn't quite ready to fire off away from this daily area yet, but you can see it's priming, and with the performance of ETH at the moment is charging, we might see link start to turn around now and start to push on up. It's going to be a big move, this one. So with that being said, may look at entering another portion of link once again. So looking back at this link chart, it's kind of topping out into this area at the moment, but we might look at some additional entries around this point here between about 14.85 and 14.50, somewhere around there. So if it does drop down to there, we're going to have a little go of it. Got Bitcoin making some moves at the moment, doing something. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to sign off now and come back soon. Cheers.
Finally, we get to the we get to the
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin's the best crypto asset. Okay. What's the second best? There is no second best.
Will it